What's going on, everyone? Jim here from the recording. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful, wonderful day. What is going on at Costco? Last year, 2020, it was TP. Now it's people literally brawling for eggs. I don't understand how people don't understand very simple economics, very simple supply and demand. But we have a scene where there is literally people buying thousands of eggs. More eggs. Do they think they can freeze them? I guess you could wax them, or there's something you can kind of store them for a while in some way, shape, or form. But like, what are these people thinking? The reality is, well, I'm going to explain why there is an egg shortage right now, why eggs are so expensive. By the way, I wish I would have built that chicken coop. Last time this chicken gold was like going crazy like it is, but that's neither here nor there. People should be instead running to Coffee Brand Coffee's spring sale where you can save up to 60%. Here, I'm going to give you 2 hints. Our teas, our loose leaf teas, are far better than anybody would think. They're really, really good. They're reviewed extraordinarily well. They're organic. They're delicious. Our real cacao cocos are bonkers. Try them. But the real hit here is the gingerbread K-Cups. If you make you brew it double strong and you drink this cold, it's even better cold. Also, we have a few of our Coffee Brand Coffee hats with Huck on them that they're 60% off. So I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Try our teas, try our cocos, make the cocos with milk, and then get a bunch of these K-Cups because they're crazy good. What the heck? Carton crisis. Costco members brawl over eggs as whole delivery vanishes in 10 minutes as shortage sparks panic buying. People are stupid. Look at this. Look at this.
What the hell? Have you ever seen this before?
Here's one guy buying every egg they have. This is one guy buying 2,000 eggs. Does he think he's going to go out in the parking lot and scalp them? Is that what's happening here? We're scalping for eggs? I'm not exactly sure what these people think they're doing. Are we, like, look at this.
What?
This guy's got a whole flat cart. He's buying 100 million eggs. Where are you going with these eggs? Look at that guy. There's this guy, H1B guy, has 1 billion eggs. What are you doing with all those eggs? Now, maybe they're buying them for the restaurants or something like that, which is illegal because you cannot buy products from Costco to resell.
What the hell? Have you ever seen this before?
With national egg shortages on the rise, Costco shoppers have been spotted wheeling out eggs by the cartful at the wholesale retail. Why? Are people this brain dead? Why are they, but what are they doing? Tons of videos circulating online showing customers piling up dozens of cartons of eggs as the kitchen community becomes... Now, first of all, what Costco needs to do, I get that they're just in the business of selling stuff and it's maybe not, maybe, look, they're just supposed to sell the stuff, right? But maybe they should say, look, it's like the toilet paper. It's 2 per person. What's wrong with these people? World people know how to share and they're greedy and selfish. Another liken the chaos to the shoppers panicking during the coof. Reminds me of the TP craze during the coof. I mean, yeah, it's hard to not compare them. A similar Reddit post had users expressing their frustration with the chaos. There was a limit of 2 per purchase, but people would just drop them off in their car and then come back for more, another added. Costco is well known for selling groceries at a cheaper price than competitors, has not been immune to the price hikes that have affected national retailers. The cost of eggs has increased 38% between the fall of 2023 and the fall of 2024, according to data from the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics. With the bird flu, again emphasizing that, devastating the poultry industry, eggs are becoming scarce as retail stores struggle to meet demand. Well, here's what you need to do is keep raising prices. If you raise the price high enough, then people will stop hoarding them. That's actually, I know it's crazy. Like, it was shut out Wisconsin at $4.78, were some of the cheapest eggs around. Eggs in Hawaii, $10. I'll report. I'll be in Hawaii. So I'll report back. Florida, $6.50. Alabama, $6.12. But what's wild is how the left, look at these people. They're fighting. They're going to fight over eggs. They're literally the same people that did this over Pokemon cards. I don't understand. This is just panic buying. What it's doing is it's creating the price. It's inflating the price even more. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy for these people. I also think it's hilarious how the brain dead libs suddenly care. The libs suddenly care about prices. Isn't that funny? For the last 4 years, nobody cared about the price of eggs. You were a crazy conspiracy theorist if you cared about the price of eggs. You were literally bonkers. Here's Dean Baker, who has 80,000 followers, and apparently he's a senior economist. I know Donald Trump is very busy with plans to invade Greenland and Gaza and take over the Panama Canal, but he doesn't seem to be doing anything to help the price of eggs. First of all, eggs, thankfully he got ruthlessly ratioed. Eggs are not required to live, first of all. You can get protein a lot of different ways. I'm not saying like, hey, we need to live without eggs, but people are treating eggs like it's oxygen. You know what I mean? Like these people are going berserk. Oh, by the way, eggs are at $7 a gallon per dozen, but they've been steadily increasing for the last year. And look at the spike. Look at this spike starting in September. By the way, the spike started before Donald Trump was even president. Before Donald Trump was president, eggs were down to $2 a carton. Back in September, they were double that price of $4 a carton. And now it's showing at $7 per carton. I assume he's picking the highest, he's not picking the mean price because I just showed you, where I live, eggs are $4.78, and it's cheaper than that. I didn't pay $5 a carton for eggs. That's crazy. So again, why is it this way? Well, 100 million poultry have been culled due to the bird flu. 100 million. And that has happened over the last 6 months. It's not even peak bird flu season right now. And do you know, you can't just replace 100 million. I couldn't even imagine what 100 million poultry would look like. Like, you can't just replace 100 million birds overnight. They have to be born. They have to be conceived, hatched. They have to grow to egg-bearing age, which is, 6 to 8 months? So even if we culled all those birds in November, you couldn't possibly replace them probably till April, May, or June. I expect egg prices will become more reasonable this summer. We'll catch back up. In the height, 100 million birds. I believe that the US H5N1 bird virus is now endemic or made itself permanently at home here. The US, so the HPA1 bird flu is no longer a foreign animal disease. Just as previously, of course, this comes from foreigners, of course. As Costco also sparked fear, this classic $1.50 hot dog would, again, the $1.50 for a hot dog, nobody in the modern day has ever suffered or gone hungry. I mean, look at me. I've never gone hungry. Okay. So it's like, again, most people saying, you didn't care about food prices during Biden. Where the F have you been? Eggs are $2 cheaper now than they were back in December. I know that for a fact. It's hard to take someone seriously when they have Google how to print screen on Windows. Oh yeah, they're sending top men. So here's a screenshot, and he had to Google how to print screen on Google They had to Google how to print the screen. By the way, there's a button up by all the function keys. There's a print screen button on your keyboard. Like I'll do right now. Oops, I just printed the screen. Now I can do whatever I want with it. All right, so I mean, the libs are like, again, here's why egg prices are so high. Waffle House has implemented an egg surcharge. It is not, egg price increased more than 8% since November to December. A dozen grade A large eggs in December across the U.S. was 415, up from 252 at the start of 2024. When Joe Biden was president. Retail egg prices will continue to experience volatile month-to-month changes throughout the year and are expected to increase a total of 20.3%, the U.S. Department of Agriculture said. Well, yeah. You took out 100 and here the avian flu forces farmers to end their entire flocks to help limit the spread. The Associated Press reported that more than 145 million chickens and other birds have been euthanized since the outbreak began. What is Trump supposed to do about this? Is he supposed to lay eggs himself? People brawling over eggs? These people are all dumb. Literally the same people. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's actually literally the same people. Here's the coat. Here's the... This does appear to be very much the same people. Staff thought it was a prank, but it was no yoke. Everyone chill out. Eggs will come back down in price. Don't panic buy. It was just like toilet paper. We never really ran out of toilet paper. It was just Americans freaking out and panic buying because they think somehow... I think a lot of this are dorks that are reselling the eggs, by the way. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be setting up a chicken coop in your yard? I think I might have to when I get back. In fact, I'm definitely going to do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.